We now return to Let's Play the Banner Saga. What the hell is going on? Okay, I think I'm going to pull in the brothers here, and actually, Oddleaf, you're going to have to sit this one out. Okay, Rook is an archer, so we can use that to my advantage. He's already got a lot of kills, so it's time to get everyone else up. I'm going to have to reacquaint myself with not fighting with a bunch of Varl. So, here we go. Okay, we're surrounded. We need to take care of that guy first. These guys, we got one archer. Alright. Now, they are actually fairly powerful, which is disappointing. They've got a lot of willpower as well, which means that they will use that to their advantage and do a lot of damage to me. So, I think I'm going to have you come back here. You two can take care of him. That's not going to be far enough away. I need you guys to come up here. And Ivor, let's actually pull you over just one. Come on. Okay. We'll go for the weak sauce first. This is actually a very similar fight to that first one we did in the alehouse back in Strand. It's just that we got to worry about that guy and hopefully take him out first. Now, actually, if I'm going to do that, I mean, these guys are sort of way in the back, except for him. I guess if Ekkill... Hopefully this guy doesn't have faster initiative, because that would suck. Okay. Oh, and I didn't notice that there is actually a difference between the brothers. They've got their stats flipped. Okay. Here we go. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? Well, he's not going to do anything. No, we got to take down his strength first. He's too powerful. Holy fucking shit. What kind of range does she have? That is crazy. We don't need Bloody Flail right now. Well, there goes one. Jesus Christ. I think I have to pull back and get this guy and let Ivor try and do his thing there. Or else we are fucked. Now, I could do Mark Prey and use his higher stat against him. But Mark Prey doesn't do damage itself, does it? No, it does. 2 armor damage. Well, that might be a better deal. Pitiful. Alright, she actually doesn't have a very good range at all. I would really rather she did not get herself into a very bad situation. She's pulling aggro. Alright, get in here and mess some people up. Battering ram would be a good way to do something. But only if they line themselves up. It might actually be better just to knock... No. To knock one guy out. Even though these guys have got 12s. If I move up here, he should get the shield wall ability. He does. I'll also use this, so he at least gets a little bit of protection. Okay, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna use Bloody Flail, I think, because otherwise I could do 3 to his... Now let's do Bloody Flail. Okay, that worked well. Ish. Well-ish. Now, if I hang back a little bit, and I pull some of this, God, these guys sound really pissed when they get hit. Now that's getting in the way, because he can come around here rather than wasting points to get that way. Should it be a strike? I guess I'm gonna have to at some point. Although really taking on their armor is my best choice, and now I'm fucked. Well, let's see, if I can come around here, maybe I can knock out this guy for a bit. No, God, get the fucking thing out of the way. Okay, now he could come in for a kill. That guy gets to go next. He wouldn't get to move until afterward. Okay, it's time to get a kill here. Well, so much for that. This is going to come down to Ivor and his final fight. I just know it. Actually, if I came here... She has that thread the needle, but it only does 1 damage. 1 armor damage, no less, so it's really fucking worthless. Come in here. I think I need to start taking on some of that health. Ivor's in a bad way. Ivor's getting in a really bad way. Only got this shield wall. It's no good. Actually, wait. I could move around and get this guy. Fuck. Not over yet. Not by a long shot. I might actually lose this battle. I'm not pleased by that. God damn it. Or I'm just gonna have to come in here. This is gonna be a hard one. Now let's see. We should deal damage to him, then I can use her to finish off that one. atop the pile of bodies. Well, Ekkill can get up there. So can Alette. I hate this part of the campaign, just because these guys are so much weaker than the Varl. It makes it considerably more difficult. Hate to admit it, Rook, but you're right. We can't stay here. So what the fuck? My choice mattered for nothing, then. If we're not murdered in our sleep, it's only a matter of time before the Dredge find their way in. There's nobody defending these walls. You spot Alette looking at one of the thugs. She cocks her head to the side. Dad? I think he's still alive. Ivor lifts him to his feet by his tunic. He groans from the pain. This guy again? Why did Ekkill try to kill us? He's a damned lunatic. Figure that yet? Why would Frostfeller's chieftain put a madman in charge of his guards? That what he told you? He never put Ekkill in charge. As soon as those gates were shut, Ekkill walked into the Great Hall and sliced open the chieftain like a narwhal. I saw it myself. Ekkill wasn't a captain. Look at him. Enough of this. It's time to go. Or he was playing us. Whatever. It's time to go. Where can we go? By now the Dredge have already flooded the south, I'm sure. Wormtoe's the only thing that makes sense across the wastes. I might know someone there who can help us. And the Dredge probably won't follow us out over the wastes. They didn't in the Great Wars. Because it's a death sentence? Food's already running low. I know where Ekkill keeps his supplies, I'll tell you. If you take me with you. And, how do you know where the supplies are? Ekkill would have us bring scraps to the refugees. Why would he do that? If the Dredge found live bodies, he thought they'd leave the city alone. That's the worst thing. Get the supplies and there are plenty of fighters who are desperate to get out of here. That might solve a few problems. It's worth the risk. If nothing else, Ekkill's going to feel it when his food suddenly vanishes. What's your name? Onef. Why do you... Just wanted to know whose face I'm going to break if things go wrong. Let's kill him now anyway. Supplies. First, let's focus on getting my own. That is all of my renown. Okay, stop. Stop. Jesus. Obsidian ring. Ooh. Ooh, damn it. +2 strength? That is a 3. Now, wait a minute. Before I go committing to this, let's... Jesus Christ, this is gonna hurt. Okay, Onef is gonna have to replace one of these bastards. Even though I don't want him. Oddly, Okay, if you're promoted to level 3... You're promoted to level 3. Did Hogan? No. So we're not promoting our weakest units, and Ivor didn't get anything. He got 1 kill this whole time. Jesus Christ. This is gonna cost 10. And we've got, how many of those? Just the 2, so would that be 20? We have no fucking supplies. I mean, I don't know how many this raid is going to give me, but I have a feeling we're not going to be able to stick around as soon as we take it, so... That leaves me with 13. That's enough to promote 1 person. And having 7 days, that's not enough. +1 armor, that would be nice to have. I could buy that. and have 7 days of supplies and whatever else we get from this. I mean, renown only gets 1, that's why this is costing so goddamn much. But we need this. We need at least 2 weeks. 1 is gonna be hard enough. So... well, wait, let's confirm the food first. Then we'll confirm that. Then we're gonna have to compensate for a -3 strength. He's gonna be worthless to me. I should not bring him along. I'm gonna have to put Ekkill up front, and probably Rook. Oddleaf, she doesn't have anything, and her ability really isn't that good. Who needs the armor? You need the armor. Let's close that for now. You will need the armor. Jesus. Alright. I'd better get some really damn good renown out of this. Only between 7 and 9, so that's not even going to buy me anything. We'd better get a lot of supplies out of this. Okay, everyone's got their points. Jeez. Who can I take a... I didn't have an item on him. He's got even less. What is his ability? Run through, so nothing great at all. Nothing great at all. What the fuck does this even... It's just running through tiles? He stops behind his target and stabs them for normal strength damage. Causes 2 armor damage for each character he runs through. Well, that could be a little bit better. Unfortunately, it means we're going to have to line him up. I'm actually going to put Ivor first, because even with his injuries, he will be more powerful than this bastard. And you're going to be worthless, buddy. Wait a minute. Mogan has 8 armor. He would have 8... He would be down to 6, so... Even though he'll have less armor, he's a better choice. Still a better choice than Oddleaf, too, sadly. Because this strength trap just doesn't... I mean, it doesn't do enough. 1 strength damage? It's a one-time trap. It just sits there. Oh, fuck. I hate this part of the campaign. Let's try it. Onef leads you to an inconspicuous building. This is them, he says to a handful of guards inside, who lower their weapons. In a concealed basement, you find an enormous store of food and sundries. Grab what you can, he mutters. Take what you can and get out. The entire store of goods would take a long time to gather. You have each person in the caravan make a pass through and take what they can. Before too long, Onef has led you out of the city with his trusted fighters. You prepare to leave the city behind. Well, that worked out slightly better. Now I kind of wish I'd saved my renown, but that's okay. We're going to need at least 20, especially if I'm going to rest. I mean, we're at normal morale, but who knows how much. I mean... Okay, here to Wormtoe, I mean, that's at least 10 days. That's at least 10 days. So, let's look at Wormtoe. In the foothills of the Wormscale Mountains, the Varl created a small town beneath tall pines, overlooking the Nordfelling wastes. Few come here aside from those looking for seclusion. Yeah, so that's at least 10 days worth, probably 12. And barring resting / any event that takes away my supplies. And there are very few opportunities from here to the rest of the game that we can get more supplies. So, especially when I have no renown. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Outside the walls, things are a mess. Dredge are everywhere. Fortunately, they're going around the hill on which Frostfeller sits, heading south, and show little interest in following you across the wastes. You're finally free of Frostfeller, but find yourself facing new problems. You hope that whoever Ivor knows at Wormtoe is willing to help. So it seems that no matter what, we get Onef on our... Oh, no, this is the... okay, this isn't a bit. It seems that Onef is coming along, no matter what you choose. So, that's kind of too bad. I wish we could get rid of him. Someone's been nicking extra goods from the supplies, a concerned woman tells you. Counted these myself yesterday, there's no mistake. This keeps up, we'll all be starving before long. Post a few extra guards to watch the supplies. To deter any further theft, you discreetly place some trusted guards by the caravans. You hear a few people casually point out the extra manpower, but nobody seems to raise an alarm for now. We should rest. There's a big place coming up, though. The caravan is buzzing with worry. In the distance, someone has spotted a large number of dark figures following you. "The dredge!" cries one woman, but something about it tells you they don't quite look like dredge. "Gods be damned," chokes Onef, standing on one of the carts to get a better view. "Worse than dredge, it's Ekkill." The news spreads throughout the clansmen like wildfire. "Ekkill? Why would he?" starts Oddleaf. "Unless he's after you, Onef." "He's insane," interjects Onef, "and unpredictable. That's a good number of fighters with him." Your mind races considering what to do. We're gonna dig in for a fight. "Get ready," you shout, turning the wagons to form a wall. With weapons drawn, you wait. Eventually, you hear a shout on the wind. "Rook, my good friend, we come to parley." He throws his weapons on the ground and approaches alone. "Why would I believe a word you say?" "Rook, we were good friends. What happened?" "You tried to kill us. Just go back to Frostfeller and leave us alone." "Ah, Rook, it's your pretty girl. I'm glad nothing happened to her. With the dredge, I mean." "My friends, how could I forget everything you've done for me? Broke into my city, took my warriors, took my food, took one of my best men. How are you, Onef? Do they treat you well?" "Shove it up your ass, Ekkill. If you came out here to kill me, let's get it over with." "Nothing like that. You must think you know me, or people like me. What don't Onef tell you? I'm crazy? I haven't survived because I'm crazy. I did what had to be done to make it in Frostfeller. The only mistake I made was you." "What kind of man are you, Rook?" "You look like an average man to me. A man worried about his daughter, maybe, just making his way. But then look behind you. How many people is that? They follow you, fight for you. Why? What kind of man are you?" "I protect my kin." "It's more than that, isn't it? You think everyone was born to lead, make hard decisions? Who do these people think you are? You saved them, you're a hero. Maybe that's more important than who you really are." "What's your point, Ekkill?" "I'm your prisoner, Rook. Bind my hands. Frostfeller is done. I can't survive there, thanks to you, my good friends. You may not have cut my throat, but you sentenced us to death. I don't believe that's who you are." Is this some kind of apology? "You can't trust me, I know that. Take me and my men as prisoners, if that's what it takes." Ekkill looks down at the ground, and the words come slowly to him. "I'm not above begging." I feel like if we try to abandon them, they're just going to attack us. I really wish I could get a duel going between these two. Ask Onef his opinion. Not that I give a shit about his opinion. Alright, you can join us. Or I could just kill the bastard, but he's gonna come in handy, I feel, if we're gonna keep losing warriors. Let him join you. On strict terms. We need fighters. You fight the dredge just like the rest of us. You fight for everyone now, not just yourselves. And if you even look the wrong way at a single man, woman, or child in this caravan, there will be no hesitation about killing you on the spot. You do us a greater honor than I had hoped, Rook. These people are right to follow you. You'll have no trouble from us. I may be reckless, but I pay my debts. The caravan eyes them suspiciously, but they try to fit in, following your orders. You expect to hear complaints about this. Things are definitely becoming complicated. Okay, we're almost to the next landmark. We can rest, raise our morale. That did take a little bit of a ding to the supplies, but not enough to be worrisome. My throat is also scratchy now because of Ekkill's voice. You find a surprising number of people camped out at the godstone. They've been here quite a while, ever since the sun stopped. Apparently they think Radomir, the sun god, has come back, and they're worshipping him despite the bleak environment. They welcome the caravan, mingling and swapping stories with the others while you rest. They have almost nothing of value to trade, but their leader approaches and offers to let you join in their tribute. What does the tribute involve? Gullen Fury, I think, so one says, showing you a golden liquid in a silver bowl. He places some on his chest, which almost sounds like it's sizzling, and explains through clenched teeth it's a gift from the sun god, an oil that burns like the sun and lets them see things clearly. I think we'll decline and inspect the godstone before leaving. Of course, we can always see if anyone in the caravan is interested. Sure, let them try. Not surprisingly, you find no takers. You wonder how devoted you'd have to be to go in for it yourself. Inspect the godstone before departing. Nobody can really agree on what Radomir looked like, as fond as he was of his own isolation. He never directly contacted humanity. Most think he was a serpent that lived in the sun, and it's not uncommon to hear speak of seeing the tail of a great creature slipping through the thin clouds on a sunny day. Radomir was always one of the lucky gods, the kind who people thanked for good weather, healthy livestock, and a good harvest. Despite all that, the biggest mystery has always been how his godstone came to be found at the bottom of a dried-out lake. After some rest, you continue on. The sun god worshippers are keen to stay, so you pack your things and return to the road. And actually, we're going to break camp just outside. Still no renown, no Varl, aside from Ivor, but I guess he doesn't count. Okay, let's talk to, I guess this is Mogan. Just take it easy for a while. People are noticing. Oh, they've noticed, have they? We're on the edge of dying daily, and you want me to take it easy? I should be plowing twice as many fields. You understand? Don't get us thrown out of this caravan, Mogan. It's not just you who suffers. Right, so you get married, have kids, now I'm supposed to settle down too, yeah? What happened to... The two brothers clam up as you approach. That's right, I've got a kid to take care of. Cool your head, Mogan. Hogan departs, leaving Mogan looking awkward. Rook, what brings you around? Just heard yelling and came to check it out. You come running every time you hear yelling? Must be why you look so tired. Look, it's not secret. I like women, Rook. They like me. They like the scar. Forget it. Listen, all this death, every night half the caravan cries itself to sleep. Pathetic. Come on, Rook, be honest. This is good living. Half the world just tilling soil till they keel over? What kind of life is that? We're lucky. You could go your whole life with no goals, no purpose, nothing to fight against but boredom and hunger. I'm glad for all of this. I get what you're saying. Look at it like this. We're fighting to the death almost every day, yeah? You can curl up in a little ball of fear, you can go hide in the woods eating nuts and appreciating leaves or some nonsense. Or you can enjoy the struggle. Know which one I pick? Anyway, just so you know, I'd never go for a let. Promise you that. Or Oddleaf. All yours. Appreciated, Mogan. You depart unsure whether your opinion of Mogan changed for the better or worse. Alright. Let's... How far are we? Probably not very far at all. Oh, we're actually halfway there. In that case, we can afford a little bit of rest. A little bit more. Okay, that's good enough. If your morale dips down, it affects your willpower. And that we've already got some trouble going with battles, so I'd really rather not risk it further. Ekkill here has guts. He knocks back all units. That makes him much more useful than some of our other people. Ivor can now stand in the front again. Makes him more powerful than Mogan. Onef, on the other hand, not so great. Do I really want Oddleaf, though? I mean, what I really have to do with the humans is focus on taking down the armor, because they just don't have the power that the Varl have. And so having a couple skirmishers might, in the end, prove to be a better choice. So we'll give this a try, and maybe I can have them... If I'm gonna have them... Actually, you know what? Like, I'm keeping them back so that they can protect themselves. But really, maybe I should be having them sort of in the middle. That way they can attack the armor, and then these guys can come up and exploit it, because otherwise they're just wasting themselves also in trying to knock down some armor. So let's give that a try in the next one. And... because if I get them in the battle early enough, then they can shoot them down as they're being approached. Hopefully they'll stay out of danger. I mean, that's a really big hope, but it might work out. In that case, I might want to hand off one of these pieces of armor. But at any rate, that's enough for this one. I'll see you next time.